Hello everyone, I'm meteorologist Mike Kruger from Weather NorCal. You're watching Turtle Bay, Wonderful World of Animals. We've got Sharon Clay from Turtle Bay, and this is Orion.
Yes.
And you say came to Turtle Bay with that name, so you don't really know the full meaning behind that.
I do not. I mean, I always think of like, I think we said Orion's belt, like,
Yeah.
but, or there's, mythology, well, there's a mythology around Orion, but I really don't know
Or
why
maybe
they
it's
named him
Ryan, and maybe it's Ryan, but he was just such a pain that they go, oh, Ryan.
That must be it.
I think that's what it was.
I am so sure you're right.
Yeah.
So
Not a pain though, probably, right?
No, he's actually a really gentle, lovely
Seems
hawk.
like it, yeah.
These guys are a native hawk. He's actually called a Swainson's hawk, and less known than the red-tailed hawk that you see around here.
Yeah.
Around here we have red-tailed hawks and red-shouldered hawks all over the place. Cooper's hawks people see. This is a much rarer bird to see, the Swainson's hawk. So they're only here in the summertime for breeding.
In Northern California.
In Northern California,
Okay.
in North America.
Oh.
So these guys have the longest migration of any hawk. They go from the Arctic, like from up in Canada, all the way down to the tip of Argentina every year. Down in the winter, back up in the spring. So they do a 6,000 mile round trip migration every single year.
So when they're, that's part of their whole, what they do, right? So when they're here in Turtle Bay, they probably want to fly a lot, right? I would assume, right? Do they want to fly?
Look at him.
Oh,
so
we have, okay,
most
here we go.
birds, no, he actually doesn't have any bad physical injury. He does have a wing injury, but it's not that great. But he is non-releasable because of that. It's also what's called an imprint. So someone took him as a baby, and so he actually doesn't understand that he's a hawk and can't go right back into the wild. But he also has a bit of a wing injury, but it has not hindered him too much from flying. We do fly him. He doesn't want to. Most hawks actually spend 80% or more of their day just sitting. So they're actually...
Sounds like me.
We call them sit and wait predators. So they kind of sit and wait for the food, and then they go. And then they go back and sit again. And then they see movement, and then they go. These guys sometimes are referred to as a grasshopper hawk. When they go down to Argentina, they eat lots and lots and lots and lots of grasshoppers, and they sit and they watch in the field, and as the plows are going through, all the insects get kicked up, and they fly down and grab them all. And so they'll be in huge numbers down there. The biggest thing about the Swainson's hawk, you talking to us? The biggest thing about that Swainson's hawk that we want to remind people is that there's pesticides that they're using down in South America. So we have banned them up here, but they still use them, and they migrate down there, and they get all these bad, chemicals, and then come back up here, and we're like, yay, we're doing a great job, but we forget they don't have the same borders that we have.
See, and that's important that everyone has these regulations, right? I mean,
That's
right.
right.
The bottom line.
Yep. So, but he is becoming a great ambassador. He's been with us not quite a year yet, and look how comfortable he is as he gets ready to not be comfortable. Yeah, and people can come and see him in our programming this winter.
He'll
be
awesome.
out. Yeah, he'll be out at all our programming in the wintertime.
Well, absolutely beautiful bird, and we had a couple of glances in each other's eyes here, so it felt very comfortable with me too. So I felt good about that. So,
excellent.
And I'm hearing a little chirping.
Yeah,
that's very nice. Well, I certainly appreciate you, Sharon. I appreciate you, Orion. No, not just Orion. I appreciate it. I know, it was a stupid joke. I get it. We will see you next week for another edition of Turtle Bay Wonderful. Oh boy, I think I made too much of a movement. Wonderful World of Animals.